Khan, Shabbat Shalom to the 144,000 and the one third of the elect of the nation of Israel. I'd like to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Hamashayak Yahweh Shai, Waha Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS. Salutes and honors to your brothers pushing this gospel, this good news, the world over, in sincerity and in truth, in hopes it may edify and feed the elect lambs of Yahweh, Wah Yahweh Shai, in these last days. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So here we are. Okay. Right, more so-called natural disasters. Okay. Taking place on earth. Okay, and this again is judgment of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai being played out on earth. Okay. So this is an article from ewn.co.za. Alright, and as you can see, the headline says SAWS, which stands for South Africa Weather System, cautions of stormy weather in parts of South Africa over the weekend. So it says forecasters said an intense spring cut-off low is expected to affect large parts of South Africa from this Saturday until Tuesday next week, bringing it with rain, wind, and rough seas. Johannesburg, the South African Weather Service, has warned that another significant storm system could hit the country over the weekend. So these terrible storms are taking place all over the world, man. It's not just limited to Europe or to Babylon the Great, aka America. Alright, the whole world is getting judged. Okay. It says forecasters said an intense spring cut-off low is expected to affect large parts of South Africa from this until Tuesday next week. This comes as the country is still reeling from a severe storm that hit the hinterland this week and from massive waves that rocked the coast last weekend. Alright, so there was previous storms there recently. Okay. So you have Hashem is turning up, man. Okay, man. He's got these spirits sent out, that don't appease the wrath of the Lord. Or rather, that do as the Lord pleases, man. These are ministering spirits, these angels. Alright? Just like you have the righteous angels, you have the angels on the left hand side as well that do the bidding of the Lord, man. Alright, it says the weather service said widespread showers and thunder showers can be expected across western, central, and southern South Africa, particularly from Sunday onwards. Strong to gale force winds, very rough seas of 4 to 6 meters, and even possible light snowfall in the Eastern Cape and Lesotho are also expected. However, the weather service said this forecast is still subject to change, that further updates would be provided in due course. Okay, living near the ocean and the seas like that, okay, you're certainly more susceptible to it, or susceptible to, to heavy wind and, and storms, okay, especially from the current of the, of the waves, alright, and the moisture, all being gathered together to create the storms, man, alright. Let's get a couple of scriptures, we can just call it that, alright. Okay. Now it says in Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6, you shall be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts meaning armies, alright, with thunder and with great earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Okay. So this is just the beginning, man. These things are going to ramp up intensity and, in frequency as well. Okay. You had that flood in Libya recently. Okay. So I'd be surprised, if next year isn't the year of hell, where more of these things don't happen. Lord willing, it does. Lord willing, it ramps up, man. Okay. Psalm 83 and 15. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Okay. And you've got Israelites over there in South Africa and all over Africa, right? You've got the wicked of our people, 2/3 in Babylon the Great, and rebellious Israelites everywhere else. Okay. They too will face the judgment too. Okay. And to the Lord belong the issues of death. Alright. Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. All right, and the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, so judgment must go out to recompense that, to balance things out. All right, and it's only fair and righteous. Okay. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord has a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail in a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. That's right, man. So all this is controlled by the Lord, by the Most High. All right, and you can only prepare for these things. You can't stop a hurricane, a tornado, a tsunami, a volcanic eruption. The most you can do is prepare and evacuate, really. All right, and these people need to be reminded that the Lord is in control. You know. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Adawan Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Adawan Yahweh hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Okay. Alright. People's livelihoods are of course affected by this. Alright. Certainly. You don't think that people had plans, had business plans to go abroad, and various other plans, alright, when that flood took place in Libya? See? Just like that, the Lord can rain down judgment. Let's get the last one and just close out. Amos 5:24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. And therefore, man, and the Lord judges as well by floods. Now, he said he wouldn't flood the whole world again, like he did in the time of Noah, where 8 souls were saved. Alright? But it doesn't mean that he won't remind you of that by having pockets of floods in certain regions or states or areas or even countries. Alright? After all, the Lord is in control, but these people fail to get that through their heads. Alright, so for Bakashah, we hope these things happen a lot more in frequency and intensity. Okay, so I pray this lesson was edifying. Alright, for you new brothers and sisters coming in as well. So Thawada for tuning in, logging off, signing out. And by doing so, Kal Halalim La Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai Waha Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and elder bishops of Great Millstone GMS who rule and teach Yasha Allah through the Spirit. Okay. Peace, blessings, and citations to the Bayath Shah Dawada, the House of David. Alright, being risen up in the last days through the Spirit, man. The tabernacle of David. Alright. So, Kwame Yasharala, Wa Ababa Ball, Shabbat Shalom to the elect.